Hello everyone. Can you see this board?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. So we are going to start next tutorial. So did you attempt these problems?
Yes, sir. Right, sir.
And okay, so before we start this tutorial, let me tell you something about quiz. So we have crossed 2 units so far, and I am teaching group, or I am taking tutorial of group D, means your group, I and J. So I will take quiz of these three groups, and I want to take quiz at the same time. The preferred day is Saturday. Time you decide, and it will consist of multiple choice questions. Okay, so it will be an online exam on possibly every Saturday. It will consist of multiple choice questions, and the first quiz will be on this Saturday. This Saturday means whatever. So what is the date on this Saturday?
24th.
So today is 19th, right? 24th July 2021. Time so please find a time where all three of you, I mean all three groups are available. So may I know who is the CR here? Who is the representative of your class?
Yes, sir.
So I mean please communicate to I and J group also, and find a common time where all these three groups can appear in quiz at the same time. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And once you find that time, please inform me that time.
Sure.
Okay. What is the duration? So maybe roughly 45 minutes to 60 minutes. I mean, the quiz will consist of 10 to 15 problems. So this is more than enough time. I mean, if you are prepared, then you can do the quiz in 15 minutes only. Okay, so now let us discuss this tutorial. So did you solve problem 1? So it's a infinite solid of radius r, and obviously there are infinite terms, but we have n turns per unit length. So it's a solid like this, it's a solenoid like this. There are turns over it. Right? And there are n turns per unit length. So how will you find vector potential for this solenoid? So what is your approach? कैसे solve करेंगे इसको? What do we know about this problem? Do we know magnetic field for the solenoid?
Sir.
Yes. And what is the connection with? So we know magnetic field. We also know current and current density also, right? And we need vector A. And what is the connection of vector A with, let us say, vector B? This. Right? So one possibility is find the magnetic field, which you can calculate. And using this formula, you calculate the vector potential. You also know current or current density, and use this formula to find the vector potential. Obviously, this equation will have infinite solutions. The one which we prefer is this. So there are many solutions for this equation, but जो हमको चाहिए वो ये वाला, del dot A equals to 0. So let us see which one is easy. Even this is not easy. We know the left hand side. So we know the curl of something and we want to know that something, right? Means what is B here? It consists of two parts. So let us say this is Z axis. Okay. This is theta axis. Okay. And this radially outward is r cap axis. So it's a cylindrical system. Theta, Z, and radially outward is r cap. So what is B? It consists of two parts, inside and outside. What is B inside? Direction. Let us say current is along theta cap direction, then this is B. If current is along minus theta cap direction, it is reverse. Outside, nothing, 0. So this is B. So we can put this B here and we need to find what is the vector potential. The curl of that quantity must give us magnetic field. But that is also not easy. So let us try to play with this equation first. Obviously, this is not very easy to deal with, but if we try to change this equation somewhat, then we can get some meaningful results. Let us say I want to calculate field vector potential at this point. And this point is at a distance. So this is the axis of the solenoid. Okay. And this point is at a distance. Let us say this distance is r. Solenoid's radius is capital R. Okay. I want to know my vector field at this point. So what I am doing, I am making a loop here. Okay, this loop. The area enclosed by this loop is how much? So a small area is, let us say, ds vector. What is the direction of this ds vector? Obviously the z cap or minus z cap. Either it is in this direction or in this direction. Okay. And let me calculate this quantity. Surface enclosed by loop. And what we have on right hand side then? Right? Same surface enclosed by loop. Curl of something का surface integral. If I apply Stokes theorem to this, what I get? Anyone?
A dot dl. Circulation.
A dot dl, right? What is the boundary now?
Boundary is
Boundary of loop, right?
yes.
Means integral on this boundary. Direction depends on z cap. If you are taking z cap, then this is theta cap direction. If you are taking minus z cap, it is minus theta cap direction. But anyway, we get this result. And this is always true for any surface, right? But what is this quantity on the left hand side? Flux passing through loop, right? So you can see this flux is actually equal to line integral of vector potential. Okay. What is the quantity on left hand side? Left hand side की quantity क्या होगी? Can you answer? Magnetic field is given to you. Surface is given to you. What is the answer on this side?
Magnetic field into the area.
And this field is perpendicular to this area. And area is how much?
Pi r
Pi
square.
r. And since field is constant, I can take B out and this is the area. Vector A dot dl. So what is vector A on this side? The most general form of A can be this. Some radial component, some theta component, and some z components also. This is in general. What is the possible shape of vector potential in this example? कोई guess कर सकते हैं? All you know about vector potential is this. Vector potential के बारे में जितना आप जानते हैं वो ये है. This equation, this equation, this equation. That's it. So with this information, my question is, can you have any guess about radial component, azimuthal component, or z component?
So A will be perpendicular to B.
Right? And not only perpendicular, if you see second equation, A is parallel or anti-parallel to current. Means, what is the direction of current here? Along theta cap.
Yes, sir.
So vector potential will also be along theta cap also. So radial component is 0. We do not need to perform any calculation to say this. This is also 0. Vector A here is as simple as A theta, theta cap. So I can say, what is dl here? dl is a small
Okay.
line element on this loop. इस लूप की बाउंड्री पे एक छोटा सा लाइन एलिमेंट बनाना है. कैन हाउ डू आई राइट दैट? उसको कैसे लिखेंगे आप? Radius is So what I have on this side, a theta cap dot r d theta cap. A theta r d theta. Integral is on theta, right? So as I change theta, my r is not going to change. Is my vector potential going to change at different point? इस लूप के वेरियस पॉइंट्स पे क्या वेक्टर पोटेंशियल चेंज होगा?
No, sir.
If you see the symmetry, it is same at all the points. I can give you even more stronger argument, but here it is quite common that a theta is not going to change. So I can take a theta out, I can take r out. What is the boundary integral of theta? Theta is going from 0 to 2 pi, right? So mu naught ni pi r square, a theta out, r is out. Integral of d theta is 2 pi. What is a theta? Just put everything on the left hand side. Mu naught by 2, and here I here pi cancels upon r. So this is the behavior of vector potential where
Inside the solenoid.
okay. What about outside? Outside?
0, sir.
Be very careful about saying 0.
Why, sir? Because magnetic field is 0. No?
Don't be in so much hurry. So how do we calculate outside? Same technique, but now we will make this loop. Now this is the radius, right? How much is the flux passing through this loop? कितना flux pass हो रहा है इस loop से?
Dot pi r square, r capital.
So for outside, what is the left hand side?
Mu naught I pi r square.
And what is the right hand side?
Again 2 a theta r pi.
2 pi. Right?
Right, so it will not be 0.
So it is not 0. And see, vector, even potentials are always a continuous function. Electric field, magnetic field, or any force can be discontinuous. Potentials cannot be. So when you say outside 0 and inside non-zero, you are talking about a discontinuous potential. As soon as you go outside the solenoid, it becomes 0 immediately. But if you see now, it is not discontinuous. What is a theta now? Or let me write it directly here. Pi cancel. R square. There is no r here. That's mistake.
But that will be in numerator, sir.
In the numerator, right? Okay. So mu naught ni r square upon r 2. Okay. So this is the result. What about boundary on the solenoid? You can apply whatever formula you want, inside or outside. If you put r is equal to capital R in first equation, or you put r is equal to capital R in second equation, you get the same answer. So inside solenoid, potential is increasing. It is 0 at the axis, then it increases. At the boundary, it becomes equal to mu naught ni r upon 2. Both the formula satisfy this equation. And as you go outside the solenoid, now it decreases as 1 by r. Here also you can see it is like the electric potential. If you have some charge here, what is the potential here at some distance r? V is proportional to 1 by r. Same
Yeah.
thing is happening with the vector potential. It is 1 by r as you go outside. Obviously, it is not 1 by r inside because it is the same situation like this. Take a solid sphere of charge and calculate potential inside this solid sphere. Solid sphere के अंदर check करेंगे, then it is not 1 by r.
Yeah, it's
It is proportional to r or something like that, right?
Yes, sir.
So then same thing is happening here, depending on what is the current surrounding the environment. Inside thing can change, but outside it is same. Okay. So this is one crucial point you can always use this equation. At least wherever there is a symmetry, this equation is going to help you.
Sir,
Okay.
sir,
Yes.
सर अगर ये सोलेनॉइड की जगह कोई और एक अजीब सी ज्योमेट्री होती तब ये ए थीटा चेंज होता क्या?
Yes. Then it may change.
ओके सर.
I mean, why do you say a theta is not going to change here? So since you have no idea how does a change, how do I explain it? Let me give you a very general problem that will give you some idea how do we deal with symmetry. This is a wire and some current is passing through it, and through experiment I find that a current carrying wire produces some effect in the environment. Let me say that effect is given by this symbol, some, let us say, q, and all I know that this vector field is proportional to current density. Can you prove that q vector cannot be parallel to vector j? एक फील्ड करंट वायर से बन रहा है एंड एक्सपेरिमेंट से मुझे पता चलता है कि if I double the current, this field becomes double. If I revert the current, the field also get reverted. क्या आप ये प्रूव कर सकते हैं कि वो फील्ड जे के पैरेलल नहीं होगा? I mean, it is not parallel to current. Obviously, you know that this q is actually equal to b, right? But b is not parallel to j can be proved by some very fundamental requirement. So let me give some time to this fundamental problem. There is no math here, but still we can get some very beautiful results. So this is the direction of current in this wire. Okay. And let us say vector b or vector q is this, some constant times z cap. This is the z direction. Okay. So at this point, this is the direction of vector q. Okay. Let us say you are here. What is your observation? Direction of current. What is the direction of current? Left to right?
Yep.
Direction of Q?
Left to right.
Left to right? Right? Now, if I change the connection on the battery, this is the battery which is connected to this wire, and because of this battery, this current is flowing, right? Reverse the battery. Okay. What is direction of current now?
Right to left.
So if I reverse the battery, if I put minus on this side and plus on this side, क्या होगा? This current will flow in reverse direction, right? What is the direction of current now?
Right to left, sir.
And since you have reverted the direction of current, direction of field will also reverted, right?
Yes, sir.
One minute, there is a problem, I think. So Q can be parallel to R. Yes, there is a mistake. Sorry, it's mistake from my side. Here it will change. That will also change. Sorry, I made a mistake. In fact, my question itself is wrong. The question is this: Q cannot be along radial direction. So this is the question. Sorry for the mistake. So let me deal with the same component, same part again. This is the wire. This is the current, and let us say at this point P, radial direction means radially outward in this direction. This is the Q. Okay. So what is
तो
current?
होता ही है ना.
Sorry.
फील्ड तो रेडियल डायरेक्शन में ही होती है ना.
So this is radial direction, this is azimuthal direction, and this circular one, how do I draw? Something like this is theta direction. Okay. So this current is actually theta z direction. Okay. This vector B will be along theta cap direction. I am saying that there is some unknown field. Okay. And my claim is that even if I do not know this field, I can say that this field cannot be in r cap direction. या आप ये कह सकते हैं मैग्नेटिक फील्ड यदि आप इसके बारे में कुछ भी नहीं जानते हैं तब भी इफ इट इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू करंट it cannot be along r cap direction. If Q is proportional to vector field I mean, if vector q is proportional to current, then q cannot be in r cap direction. क्या ये obvious लग रहा है आपको? Are you getting my problem? Are you getting my point?
So,
So I think you are getting confused with this problem, right? Okay, so I think it's not good to continue with this part. So leave it. I mean, don't worry if you are not getting this thing. All I was trying to say that you can find many properties of magnetic field without using any formula, without using any calculation.
hello.
Guys, please mute your mic. So should I continue with this part? I mean, if you are interested, otherwise I can leave.
Yes, sir. Please continue.
So I think you are not interested in this part. Anyway, don't worry. Problem 2. कैसे solve करेंगे इसको? Now it's a simple current carrying wire of some finite length. So this is the wire. This is point A, this is point B, and let us say I want to know magnetic vector potential at this point P. What is the approach?
सर
You know
वही
this?
क्रॉस एस करके बी डॉट एस करके
Mhm. So this is the general form of vector potential, right? So can we have a radial component? I mean, can we have vector potential in this direction?
No, sir. It should be parallel or anti-parallel to current.
Yes, parallel to current dimension Z का.
So let us say this is the vector potential, right? Az. Okay. So vector A is simply Az zk. What type of loop do you want to make? किस तरह का loop आप बनाना चाहेंगे?
सर्कुलर ही होगा सर या फिर
If you choose a circular loop, something like this, then what is vector A dot dl?
0.
So this is equal to Az z cap dot dl. dl means r d theta, theta cap. This becomes 0, right? What is on the left hand side? Integral b dot ds.
B dot ds is also 0.
Is b dot ds 0 here?
Yes.
So what is the vector field here? Sorry, what is the magnetic field here?
Circular.
It is only along theta cap.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
या जेट कैप कंपोनेंट भी है.
So no that cap component.
इत्मीनान से सोचिए थोड़ा सा. क्या यहाँ पे जेट कैप कंपोनेंट होगा? So I mean this loop, let us say this length is L1 and this length is L2.
सर ये इनफाइनाइट वायर है ना?
No, it's finite wire.
ओके सर, तो z कैम कंपोनेंट हो सकता है.
That component.
Z cap component हो सकता है. And can you calculate Z cap component? Easy नहीं है, right? So first of thing, this integral is 0. What is AZ? वो आपको अभी भी नहीं मालूम है. AZ कुछ भी हो, ये इंटीग्रल हमेशा 0 आएगा, right? So you cannot calculate AZ using this form here. So this formula is not going to work for you. ये तो काम नहीं करेगा आपके लिए. What else?
So if you compare this by the scalar potentials, then it may work.
This one. Can you solve this here? इसको solve कर सकते हैं? इस केस में? So how will you solve this equation for this case? This looks somewhat difficult. I mean, first write this in a coordinate form, then solve the differential equation. It looks like a typical work, but let me tell you, it's not really difficult. This equation actually consists of 3 equations. The radial component is equal to radial component of current density. कोई radial component है current का? Current is going along z direction only, right? Del square a theta minus mu naught. I mean, there is no vector now. A theta. Any component along theta direction? No.
Oh,
This
sure.
is also. We have only one equation which have some contribution. J z. How much is Z? I
A
upon
over-
let us say this wire has some very small area A. So this is the component Z. So what we have, a scalar on this side. We have a scalar on this side also. So at least in mathematical sense only, mathematical sense में ये दोनों इक्वेशन इक्विवेलेंट है. Right? Whether you solve this equation or you solve this equation, you should get similar results. Only difference is here we have V, here we have vector potential. Here you have mu naught, here we have 1 by epsilon naught. Here you have I upon A, here you have charge density. What is the solution for this problem? इस problem का solution कैसे निकालते हैं आप? Let us say this is a object of some arbitrary shape and I want to know potential at this point P. आप क्या टेक्निक करते हैं? You take a small piece here, calculate charge in this piece. कितना charge है इसमें? Rho d tau. D tau is this small volume. Now you calculate potential due to this small piece at this point P. इसे distance calculate कीजिए. This is R, right? So what is the potential due to this small piece? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. This is charge divided by distance. What is the potential due to this whole object? इस पूरे object की वजह से कितना होगा? Integral over this whole object. And this is the answer, right? So these two equations are same. या तो आप इसको solve कीजिए या ये integral solve कीजिए. You get the same result. Similarly, what is the answer for this equation? डायरेक्ट लिख सकते हैं बिना किसी मेहनत के. Az is equal to integral over whatever is the object. Now minus minus same. Instead of 1 by epsilon naught, I should use mu naught. So I am going to use mu naught here, 4 pi. Instead of rho, I should use j or I upon a, right? D tau. D tau means the volume taken by that small piece, जिसकी वजह से ये वेक्टर पोटेंशियल बन रहा है, divided by r. So this is the answer for vector potential. What is the object here? यहाँ पे object क्या है? This is the object. This wire. So we take a small piece of this wire. Let us say this much only. This has length dl. This has area a. So what is j d tau? So what is j here? J is equal to I upon area is a. What is d tau? The volume taken by this small piece. How much is the volume taken by this small piece? Length into area, right? Upon r. So a cancels. And what is the limit now? Since a cancels, we have limit of dl. So from this point to this point, let us say this is some y1 is equal to a, or z1 is equal to z is equal to z1 to z is equal to z2. So this is the vector potential. Integral z1 to z2 mu naught upon 4 pi I dl upon r. That's it. So let us say I want to calculate field at this point P. Take this small element, calculate this distance r. ये कितना होगा? Let us say this distance is s, and this distance is how much? Z. So what is r? Z square plus s square. Okay. And what is dl? Dl actually is dz now. Instead of dl, I should use dz now. Okay. Instead of r, I should use. Guys, can you give me a few seconds? Sorry guys for the wait. So what is dz here? Sorry, what is r here? R is this z square plus s square. So s is a constant, right? Mu naught 4 pi I, everything is constant. So you can solve this integral, find the coordinate of this point, and you can do this integral. So this is the vector potential at this point P. So this is the general answer. You can always apply this formula in all cases. There is no constraint here. There is no symmetry here. This is applicable in all possible cases, right? If you want, you can apply the same formula in this problem as well. आप चाहे तो इस प्रॉब्लम को यहाँ पे भी लगा सकते थे. But obviously calculations are not easy here. This is a very complicated loop of wire, and doing integral over this wire is not easy. Okay. So wherever we have symmetry, we can use the integral formula, this one. If there is no symmetry, then we don't have much option. We have to apply this formula. Okay. For instance, if someone asks us to calculate potential due to this cube, कैसे solve करेंगे आप? This is a charged cube, and I want to know potential at this point P. Is there any simple method? No. I need to take a small volume anywhere in this cube, calculate potential due to this small portion at P, and then integrate over the whole cube. Same thing is here. Since there is no symmetry, we will have to use the fundamental form. Okay. So AZ is 0. What about AR and A theta? This equation, right? So what is the possible answer for these equations? बता सकते हैं क्या आंसर पॉसिबल है? One simplest answer is this. Okay. So this is the complete answer. AR 0, A theta 0, and this is the variation in AZ. Is it clear?
Yes.
Problem 3. So vector potential is given in cylindrical coordinate. What is the charge density that produces this?
Current density, sir, I think.
So A is given to you, some constant times theta cap. It's quite, so it's like making a circular loop, right? Something like this. What kind of current produces this kind of vector potential? So obviously currents are making circular loop. ये तो clear है कि जो भी current होगा वो भी circular loop में है. What kind of current is this? किस तरह का distribution है इस current का? So we have one option is this. A is given to you, find B. Once B is known, take curl of that B and you get the current. Or if I merge these two equations, I get this equation. Right? So either you solve these two equations one by one, or you can solve this equation directly. So K theta cap is given to you. So what is current density? So this is the answer. Actually, this is the way to answer this. We still do not know what is the correct answer. Theta cap only. Now, how will you solve this one? इसको कैसे solve करेंगे? Anyone? Or this is actually this. Del dot del थीटा k. So how will you solve this part? इसको कैसे solve करना है? We need to simplify this thing in cylindrical coordinates, right? What is del in cylindrical coordinate?
by del r cap plus del by r sin theta.
Cylindrical. Yes.
Directly we can use Laplacian operator in cylindrical coordinates.
Right. Same thing. So
Okay.
whether if you know what is Laplacian and cylindrical, directly use it, or you can derive it from here. So this is del. Obviously now calculate del dot del. This is Laplacian actually. Okay. Put that Laplacian here. Then do this differential and solve it. One thing is quite clear, that vector j is making a loop. So this kind of vector field is coming from a current which is making some rounds. ये जो वेक्टर पोटेंशियल है ये किसी ऐसे करंट से आ रहा है जो लूप बना रहा है. What is the complete answer? That you will know after solving this whole thing. Problem 4 is a standard problem. You can always solve it. Problem 5. So a complete solution is not easy, and I am not asking you to solve it completely. Is there a force on moving charge due to this wire?
Yes, sir.
And is there a force on this wire due to this moving charge?
Obviously, sir, अगर चार्ज पे है तो वायर पे भी होगा ही.
Yes, but how will you calculate force on the wire due to this charge?
चार्ज पे वायर की वजह से निकाल के उसको नेगेटिव कर देंगे शायद.
That is one way, but can you calculate it directly?
सोचना पड़ेगा सर, शायद कर सकते हैं वो भी सर. चार्ज की वजह से मैग्नेटिक फील्ड निकाल के कर सकते हैं ना सर.
So what do you expect? क्या आंसर आएगा?
नहीं है सर.
And leave the magnitude. What is the possible direction of that force? डायरेक्शन निकाल सकते हैं उस फोर्स की? So magnitude वाला part complicated है.
Sir,
but
when this
वाला part-
charge is left to the wire, it will be downward, and after that it will be upward.
Is it?
Sir,
Yes.
we can take a small element dl on the infinite wire and we can apply this df equals to I into dl bar cross b bar.
That is the force on charge, right?
Force on the charge due to wire.
Yes. That we can calculate.
Question they ask, what is the force on the charge due to wire?
Yes,
Question.
that is first part. Now second part.
Achha.
What is the force on wire due to charge?
Force on wire due to charge.
So this is not an easy part, and I don't want to. I'm not asking you to calculate that force. What I am going to emphasize here, are the force really equal? And if they are not equal, is it really true that Newton's third law is not true here?
सर क्या ये फोर्स इक्वल नहीं होंगे?
You tell me. At least think about it.
Sir, for telling it equal or not, we have to solve the numericals.
So my suggestion is that obviously numerics is not easy here. Try to find the directions first. Newton's law says that forces are equal and opposite. Are they equal and opposite? So equal part, let us forget for a moment. Are they opposite?
Sir, if we will consider force by dl particle of the wire, then it will be opposite.
Sorry, just a minute. Your voice is, yes, say again.
Sir, if we will consider dl part of the wire and calculate force with that dl part, then the both forces will be opposite in direction.
Okay. So you are saying something like this. So this is wire. So I mean, I'm not asking you to do any calculation here. I mean, if calculation is difficult, don't do it. And actually, I want you to search internet for this problem. If you find any satisfactory solution, let me know. So part one is this. Force on charge, right? So force on charge means what is the magnetic field at this point P? It is in the direction this one, right? What is B? B is this. What is B cross B? This is the direction of force, right? So B cross B is how much? This, right? So this particle will move downward. Now the second part, force on wire. Obviously, wire is a very extended object. It is not a point object. So as you are suggesting that take a small piece of wire. Let us say I take this piece. Okay. So current is this. What is the magnetic field here? मैग्नेटिक फील्ड की डायरेक्शन क्या होगी इस पॉइंट पर?
Which point, sir?
At this point, this point, not P. Let me use some other name. Q. I mean, how do you calculate force on this segment of wire? You must know the direction of current. You must know the magnetic field here. Then only you can calculate the force on this piece, right? So vector B, let us say instead of charge, let us say we have a current carrying wire here. It is just a blunt approximation that instead of moving charge, we assume a current wire here. सही assumption तो नहीं है, but we can consider it like this because current is actually a concept of moving charge, continuous moving charges. What is the magnetic field at Q due to this artificial wire? I mean, it is something like this. Huh?
Of current.
What is the direction of force? This is actually B in terms of direction only. So this is this one, right? So you can see on the charge, this is the force. On this segment, this is the force. If I take a segment here, यहाँ पे क्या होगा? I ये है, B will be this one, I think. Right?
Side of sir.
What is vector F here? It will be this. So this force is neither opposite to this force nor this force. So magnitude is one problem, but you can see direction is also one more problem. So there are some challenges on Newton's third law as well in some cases. And I think this is one of the standard problem. You please do some Google search and see what kind of results do you see for this problem. थोड़ा नेट पे सर्च कीजिए.
Sir? Sir?
Yes.
Sir, forces are totally opposite, so it can be 0.
If two forces are in the same line of action, then they are 0. एक object ये है. These forces can be 0. But if this is the scenario, then they are not 0. They make a torque. They try to rotate the object, right? So this is a kind of torque. ये torque है, ये cancel नहीं कर सकते आप इस वजह से.
Yes.
So, I mean, no need to solve this problem. I'm not asking you to solve this problem. There are many challenges with this part. See, I mean, make it story on your own. अपने से कहानी बनाइए. Search on Google and see how much your story matches with comments given on net, and see what do you get. And whatever you get, let me know as well. So there are many things. Is Newton's third law really valid? If it is not valid, what are the conditions? How many of those conditions are true in this case? There are many hidden things that you need to know to completely understand this part. Okay. So do not get into solving this problem. जल्दबाजी मत कीजिएगा इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने पर. I just put this problem to learn something. Yes.
सर ये जो मूविंग चार्ज है और ये करंट कैरिंग वायर है, क्या इनके बीच में इलेक्ट्रिक फोर्स होगा?
Yes.
तो सर उस हिसाब से तो हो सकता है ये इनवैलिड ना हो.
One minute. Let me see what is happening. So there is a charge. So there is electric field. Okay. And you can find what is the electric field. But what is the effect of this electric field on this wire? Usually there is no effect of this electric field on the wire. Wire पे electric field का effect नहीं होगा. Why? There are moving charges, but this wire is electrically neutral. Positive charges are negative charges are going down. But if you take any piece of this wire, number of positive charge within this range, number of negative charge within this range are equal. यदि 100 positive charges है तो 100 negative भी हैं यहाँ पर. So this part is electrically neutral. This whole wire is electrically neutral, right? So even though there is an electric field, that electric field will not affect this wire. Okay. So this wire generates only magnetic field. This wire cannot generate electric field. Moving charges है, magnetic field होगा. Net charge 0 है, किसी भी segment में electric field नहीं होगा. For this charge Q move कर रहा है, magnetic field होगा. There is net charge, electric field भी होगा. Now think about it. So since time is up, let me end this tutorial here. And let me know whatever you get in this last problem.
Sir,